Today was the ultrasound, and I'm just gonna get my frustrations over with first. Um, yeah, it lasted about 40 seconds. Um, my friend actually goes to the same doctor, and the place that I go, it's like a practice, and they have a bunch of different doctors and a bunch of different midwives. So the first person we saw was a midwife, and we really liked her. Then they scheduled the ultrasound with one of the doctors. And I read a bad review online, and I was like, whatever, just one jaded person, whatever. And then, sorry, fuzzy. And then I was talking to my friend, and she actually um, did like Clomid and IUIs and that kind of stuff. So she had that done there, and a couple of her ultrasounds, or one of her ultrasounds, was done by the same doctor. And she said that when she got her scans, like the follicle scans and stuff, with one of the other doctors, um, they were very descriptive, and you know, was talking about her lining and how big the follicles were and what it meant and all this stuff. And then when she had her ultrasound with this doctor, it was like, yep, okay, here's your follicle. This is big. Here's your option. That's it. We're done. And it was just like 2 seconds, not descriptive, not friendly, I mean, friendly, but not overly chatty. For anybody who watches Grey's Anatomy, Jason and I actually said she's like Christina. Like, here are the facts, but you don't need to know anymore, and I'm not going to be real friendly and chatty about it. Anyways, she had kind of told me that's how she was, and I went in with an open mind, and that's exactly how it went. It was like a transvaginal ultrasound, which I didn't even realize it was going to be that, but it was. And so basically, she starts, and she looks, and before she started, she asked if I had like any issues or anything, and I told her that I had been spotting on and off, and told her about like the tissue or CM or whatever it was, and she was like, okay, and then like proceeded, didn't like reassure me or anything, just was like, okay. And then so she starts the ultrasound, and first, the sound wasn't on at first, which is real creepy because, I was I don't know, I guess I was expecting, like, once it was in and you could see it, that you would hear the heartbeat, but apparently you have to, like, turn that part on. I don't know. So she was like, okay, let's get a measurement. We'll get the heartbeat in a second. So she did say that, because I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my head I'm like, why isn't there a heartbeat? Like, so, she looked, and she'd asked me like what the chart said 10 weeks, and I told her that when I had ovulated, and that according to me I was 8 weeks and 4 days. So she looks, and she's like, okay, there's baby, let's make sure there's only one. Yep, only one. And then she's like, okay, measurement. And she does the measurement, and she's like, yep, you're right, 8 weeks 4 days. She's like, let me look and see what your due date is. What did you think it was? And I said June 2nd. She's like, yep, June 2nd. So I was right, yay. I was hoping they'd be like right on, because I didn't want to have to like change everything on the apps and stuff, or have it be like on like the videos and stuff be like a week ahead of what I've been saying I was. So I'm glad that it was pretty much exactly where it was at. So then she turned on the like Doppler part or whatever it is, for the heartbeat, and the heartbeat was 186, which is pretty quick, but I thought was normal. And she did the heartbeat, and then I kind of was like trying to grab for the camera and trying to get it from Jason, because he was just completely like in awe, so he wasn't like to get the camera on. So I was trying to like grab for it from him, and as soon as I got it out and turned it on and pointed at the screen, she's like, oh, okay, and pulls it out, and that was the end of it. Like, That was it. And she's like, okay, well, I got you a couple pictures. And then she's like, well, do you guys have any more questions? And Jason's like, so everything's okay? And she's like, okay, we'll see you later. Like, didn't even answer his question or like say, yes, everything's good, yada yada, this is where you should be, like nothing. So, anyways, I definitely will be requesting not to see her again. I am going to try to see the midwife that we saw for the most part. They said they like to kind of get you introduced to most everybody because there's no guarantee that when you have your baby, that's who you're going to see. Basically, it's whoever's on call. So let's hope and pray that this woman is not on call. Especially if God forbid something happens and I have to have a C-section, because the horror story review online was about a surgery that the person said was botched. So that might be interesting. Anyways, so I have 2 pictures, and but yeah, everything's good. Everything was right on where I thought it was, and the heart is beating, and I actually I knew that once you heard the heartbeat, your chance of miscarriage goes down like a lot, but I didn't know how much. And I guess I was looking at something online and it said once you hear the baby's heartbeat, there's a less than 1% chance of miscarriage. So, yay, we're in the clear, mostly. You never know, but anyways, so I'm going to show you this. Try to block out my name here. So I'll show you the measurement first. So there is the measurement picture. And, oh, and this is the other thing. She did not, like, Jason had no idea what he was looking at. Like, I've looked at a few ultrasounds online, so, like, I knew what I was looking at. I'd watched YouTube videos and looked at pictures online of what it would look like at 8 weeks and 4 days. So I kind of knew what I was going to see, and I knew what was what when I was looking at it. So, but Jason had no idea, and she never said, oh, here's the head, and here's the body, and blah, blah, blah. Nothing. So when we got home, I realized, wait, he probably has no idea, and then I explained it to him. So anyways, I'm sure you all know, but for anybody who doesn't, down here is the head, and then this is the body here. And then put down here 8 weeks, 4 days. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but it says 1.95 centimeters. So there's that one. And then the second one is the heart rate. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, so there's that, and you've got the heart rate here, and then right there it says the 180. Yeah, 186 and the time and everything there. So there's that. Now, maybe one of the reasons that I'm like so disenchanted with this is that one of the videos that I saw, I'm pretty sure if you YouTube ultrasound 8 weeks, 4 days, if you type it into YouTube, it's the first one that comes up. But it says ultrasound 8 weeks, 4 days with movement, wow. So of course I'm like, sure, let's watch that one. But on that one, okay, so on here, it's like the whole everything, like that. And then on this one that I watched, they had this up, and then they put like, the little area here, and then zoomed up and blew it up so that just that was on there. And you could see like the arms were moving, and you could see the leg kick once, and which I know is not normal for like that young, but like, I guess I expected. And this video was like 4 minutes long, and that's just the part that they recorded. So how long was the actual ultrasound? So I'm like, anyways, because ours was literally about 40 seconds. So, anyways, the other thing was on all the ones that I watched, not just that magical one, but on all the ones that I watched, you could actually see the heart beating. And I didn't see that at all. Jason said that he did, and maybe I just couldn't, maybe just the angle I was at or whatever, I couldn't see it. But I thought that would have been cool to see, and for it to be zoomed up. But I know I sound like I'm horribly complaining, but I just, it was not at all like I thought it was going to be. So, everything is good. And as far as we know so far, it's healthy and it's the right size and has a heartbeat. And so I am thrilled. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely thrilled. I'm just annoyed. So we are doing, we made our next appointment for, it's going to be, I think it's November 27th and that's just like a monthly checkup kind of thing. And then we are also doing, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the blood test and ultrasound that check for like, I don't know if it's like genetic diseases or like for like Down syndrome and those kind of things. We are not going to do an amniocentesis. I always knew there was risk with them, but I never knew how much. So when I got the piece of paper and it said 1 in 200 is the chance for miscarriage or, oh, how did they word it? Miscarriage or fetal damage. That's what they said. I'm like, no, you are not stabbing my baby inside of me with a giant needle through my stomach. No thanks. I also went and got my blood drawn today for the endocrinologist, and oh my goodness, it has never hurt so bad. She like stuck me, and this one girl who's usually there, there's one other girl that's there just, I don't know, maybe 1 day a week, who's great. I never feel it. It's amazing. She's all chatty, keeps my mind off of it. This girl doesn't talk to you. She's really short, and I can feel the needle go in every time. And then this time, apparently she said the vein was wiggly, and she like jabbed it again, and it hurt really bad. I was like squirming in the chair. She's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it just hurts." But my arm is sore even to bend it at all. So fun. I've been a horrible ball of hormones today. Jason's like, "Why aren't you more happy?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm an angry jerk today." So, part of the reason that I'm making this video is because I wanted to just get it all out and talk about it and just be over it. Like, it is what it is. Oh, why I was talking about like doing the blood test thing and the ultrasound. Because I didn't think we were going to have another ultrasound until like 20 weeks, or I'm going to try to get them to do the like anatomy before Christmas, and maybe they won't. Who knows? But I didn't think we were going to get another one until then. But with this, they do an ultrasound, and they said it's anywhere between 10 and 13 weeks, and it's done at the hospital. So she puts the order in, and then I guess they, sorry, hang on. Oop, okay. My battery's dying. So then they'll call us to make the appointment. So sometime between 10 and 13 weeks, we'll get another ultrasound, and I'm really hoping, I feel like since they're going to be looking for more, it'll be longer and better, I guess. Has anyone else gotten this test? And my question is it like a 3D ultrasound because they're looking for stuff? I'm hoping it is. But yeah, if anybody's gotten that done, if you want to tell me about it in the comments, that would be great. Because I didn't even really know that I knew about the amniocentesis, but I didn't know that there was like the blood test and ultrasound that they did with it. So I think that's it. I am going to do a 9-week video still on like Sunday or Monday, and I'm going to do the red cabbage test. So I might do that tomorrow and just film it, but then put it with the 9 weeks. So somehow, like always, this is 15 minutes long again, so I'm going to go. I'll give you one more peek at the baby. Oh, just kidding, that's upside down. So here it is. All right, see you later. Bye.